Thanks, Jerome, and it's great to be here again this year. As a native Pennsylvanian, I have known Katie McGinty for many years, professionally and personally. For those of you who have worked with Katie, you know that she's a force of nature for nature. Rarely does any state benefit from the kind of talent and passion and insight that a public servant brings to their job as Katie has for the state of Pennsylvania. Since the Governor Ed Rendell, has appointed her to be the Secretary of Environmental Protection, Katie has been doing just a first-rate job in that position. But even before that, Katie was charting new territory for women in environmental leadership in America. Under President Bill Clinton, Katie served as the first and still only woman to head the White House Council on Environmental Quality, and she created the first ever White House Office on Environmental Policy. She has been an advisor to Vice President Al Gore during his presidential campaign in 2000, and Katie worked with Senator Al Gore back in the days when inconvenient truth was nothing more than a set of flip charts. I know that Al still values Katie's advice. Katie's a true leader in every sense of the word. Time and time again, she has demonstrated that kind of vision, courage, and passion that are hallmarks of leadership in America. Katie has a vision to recognize that global warming is the biggest challenge this generation will see, and sees clean energy as the future that confronts global warming head-on. In a state where coal has been king, Katie has been a steadfast proponent of renewable energy solutions through energy portfolio standards, and just today pushing an $800 million investment fund. Katie has been responsible for getting Pennsylvania to adopt California state auto standards, and she is working very hard in so many other ways to make a difference for the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. She's led the state's charge on adopting mercury rules, cutting mercury emissions by 90% by the year 2015. This is critically important for wildlife and for our children's future. Finally, Katie has the passion. You can bet that with that kind of passion, she makes a real difference and is setting a new course for progress. Now more than ever, we need strong public servants who care enough to find solutions to face the opposition. We need leaders who can fulfill this nation's promise of a prosperous, renewable energy future. Katie McGinty has the right stuff, and America is lucky to have her as one of our finest environmental leaders. Thank you, Katie.
Kathleen McGinty is unique among public servants in her understanding of the extraordinary potential that a clean energy economy represents, creating sustainable jobs, a healthier environment, and reducing global warming. Working cooperatively with the Apollo Alliance, Katie played an instrumental role in winning passage of the Alternative Energy Portfolio Standard for the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, a critical step in the Apollo strategy for creating good jobs through development of new policies and technologies in pursuit of energy independence. Furthermore, on Governor Rendell's behalf, Ms. McGinty convinced Gamesa, a Spanish wind energy company, to establish 4 production facilities in Pennsylvania, plants already in operation that will ultimately employ 1,000 workers. In addition, she shared with Gamesa's Commonwealth's desire that the growth of clean energy economy results in quality jobs, and understanding realized recently that Gamesa signed a 3-year labor agreement with the United Steelworkers for workers in all its production facilities, as well as granting United Steelworkers the right to organize any future Gamesa facilities through the majority card check recognition. Let me say one thing about Kathleen. If it wasn't for her and Governor Rendell, we would have never been successful in our endeavor with Gamesa. And I really believe this is going to be beneficial to everyone, and we can't wait till we get more of them up and running. I want to say another thing about Kathleen. I've worked with her on several projects. There's one project I'll speak of. We don't have time for a lot of the other ones, but one particular plant in the Pittsburgh area was looking to shut down. They were looking to shut down or potentially move out of Pennsylvania, and they were in trouble environmentally. They weren't cleaning up. She found a way, working with all of us, to have a win-win situation. The plant's still up and running. They're cleaning up like they were supposed to be doing originally, and I really want to thank her. She is really a good person working in all these areas in environmental work. Believe me, I can't say enough about her. And today, Ms. McGinty continues to build her exceptional record of achievements by leading Governor Rendell's new legislative initiative, the Pennsylvania Energy Independence Strategy. For her cooperation with Apollo and her boundless energy in pursuit of good jobs and energy independence in a worker-friendly world, we bestow upon Kathleen A. McGinty the Apollo Alliance 2007 Right Stuff Award. Would you please come up, Kathleen?
Okay, how's that for all the right stuff, huh? Well, I'll tell you, my buddy Al Gore says that in America, political will is a renewable resource. Now, when you hear Chairman Markey and you hear Phil Angelides, do you believe it? Yeah! Do you believe in politics again when you hear leaders like this? I do. Sign me up, gentlemen. Well, thank you to all of you. You know, when Apollo called me, they said, we're going to have music when you come on the stage. They didn't. I'm going to sing for you. But they said, what do you want us to play? And I said, when Irish eyes are smiling. Chairman Markey would appreciate that. And it's true. It's all of a piece for me. It's all about green, and you share this too. For me, the green blood in these Irish veins. Now, you don't have to participate in that. That's my deal and Chairman Markey's deal. But the green of this environmental heart. And beyond that, the green we're determined to see in the wallets of American workers as we build the solution to environmental challenges. Bring that on. You know, it is all of a piece, and for so long we've been sold this bill of goods, the politics of division. It's win, it's lose, it's you're with me, you're against me. We've heard it before. For 7 years we heard that. We heard it's my way or the highway. You're with me or you're against me. The politics of division, it's a recipe for disaster. For 30 years, from the auto companies, we heard it. You have to either choose, it's either the regulations or jobs and market share and plants. Now, how does this work? We lost the jobs, we lost the market share, and we're losing the plants. We didn't get the regulations either. Well, you know, we're not buying it anymore because with this conference, the work that you're doing, we are standing together and we're standing strong. We are standing together with Gamesa, 1,000 employees in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, 4 factories, and now in agreement with the USW, 80% of their members ratified that. They said yes to both kinds of green, the green of renewable energy and the green of good family-sustaining jobs. Today also, we are standing together and we're standing strong. The Sierra Club and USW leading an alliance in Pennsylvania. Now, I should be there because we got votes on the floor today. But USW and Sierra leading an alliance that includes the auto workers and the machinists and the steam fitters and the electrical workers, all in favor of Governor Rendell's energy independence strategy. It is far late in the game to get that done, and with that alliance, we're going to get it done today. But we're not only standing together and standing strong, we are indeed taking America back. And let me share with you some of the examples that hardworking men and women today. AE Polysilicon, Taiwanese company. Today, they are a Pennsylvania company. They'll be 150 strong. They are manufacturing in Pennsylvania and shipping to Taiwan. Solar Power Industries. They are a Chinese and Hong Kong company. Today, they are now a Pennsylvania company, 150 jobs strong. They're manufacturing in Pittsburgh and they're shipping to Europe and Asia. To us, what renewable energy has been about, while others have pointed fingers, cast the blame, wrung their hands, we're losing our manufacturing preeminence, we better find somebody to blame. We've said the environment's our future, let's build it today. Let's not complain about the challenges, but make and build the solutions by putting American men and women to work. And as we're building those solar and those wind power plants, not just talking the talk, but walking the walk, the steel in the ground, the pride of building and producing and creating. We're looking also, how do we drive around, what's going in the tank, and in the legislation that will pass today in Pennsylvania, it will be law that we will grow and manufacture in the state of Pennsylvania, gallon for gallon. If we import a gallon from the Persian Gulf, we will make that same gallon at home. Every gallon we will produce, like for like, 1 billion gallons of renewable fuel to manufacture in Pennsylvania to bring back that part, too, of our energy security and peace and stability in this world. So we're just saying no to that old politics that you have to choose, it's jobs or the environment, just as one example of how we have been divided. We've been invited to leave our brain at home and told things we know just can't be true. These are things among which you can't choose. We must have both, have it all. With you, we are standing together. We are standing strong. And today, I believe it again, we will take America back. And I know for sure, looking at all of you, one thing is back. And it is our pride and our determination as Americans. Our future is ours, and it's bright. And look out 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, because here we come. Thank you all very much.
Congratulations. Thank you.